Be me. Grow up with autism inherited from my dad. Shitload of behavioral therapy and studies later, can communicate. Dad has been distant, always watches YouTube on his computer. Make friends with the neighborhood kids, dad fuels fights between me and them to drive a wedge. Would always play with them behind his back before 6, when he was at work. He forbade me from hanging out with them. Grew up lonely and severely depressed. Always tore me down. FFW to last year too now. Get driver's permit at 17 due to crippling self-doubt. Make new friends, dad says don't be friends with them for X and Y reason. Always judges me for what I do, be it video games or tinkering with mechanical objects. Uses food as punishment, get eating disorder and was underweight. Calls me stupid and fucking dense for not doing things his way without telling me. Make one mistake while driving. God, Anon, you really are regressing as a driver. No Anon, I know you love motorcycles, but you will not get them even though it's your passion. Throws away shit that doesn't belong to him, including old family heirlooms. Threw out a bunch of sentimental items, even a book, that my mother has been handed down to for generations. Constantly calls me stupid and unable to comprehend simple things. Makes fun projects feel like a chore, sets deadlines. Begin to trust him less and less. He openly says Anon, I don't care about your feelings whenever I feel like I need to vent. Remember back in 7th grade I asked him to turn down the TV when I was doing a science project, he replies, shut up, Anon. Mother tries to mend things, but gave up after years of trying. Slowly learn not to rely on him or trust him. The things he says to me still eat at me, the crippling self-doubt greatly affects my daily life. Feel like I am walking on eggshells around him. Gotta be careful to not eat too much food, not to walk too loudly, not to use up bandwidth, even though we have over 50 Mbps of internet. Don't stay up at all. Please tell me that incels are wrong, and that there are girls out in the real world who just want a normal loving boyfriend, not an 8/10 tall handsome male model millionaire Chad. Cross-posting from the other thread. TLDR, there are decent girls who want a normal guy, but you need to stop aiming for 9/10 and settle for 5/10. Be me. Platonic friends with a girl, solid 9/10. She is strong left-leaning liberal. A bleeding heart SJW progressive. Supports labor, hates Tories. Same as me. Get a crush, ask her out. I have decent looks, job, etc. I'm 7/10. Turns me down, no problem. I date other women, feel okay. She starts dating a snobby Tory douchebag. We remain friends, but I think her boyfriend is a scumbag. He's short, ugly, and looks like Garfunkel. She can do better. However, he is filthy megabucks rich. Years go by. They get engaged. He has a string of affairs, cheating on her repeatedly. She is heartbroken. They split. She wants a shoulder to cry on. Now I'm angry, jealous, etc. I tell her, suck more rich Tory cock, maybe you'll find you're missing loyalty in his balls, you stupid bint. I once thought I loved this woman. Now I think I fucking hate her. She is borderline fucking retarded. For years I had been a left-leaning liberal who believed in equality and dignity for all. That good would prevail. That women were intelligent creatures. Now I think women are just fucking idiots. I have never cheated in my life. I date one at a time. I am an above-average catch, nothing fancy, but smart and with stable income. Solid 7/10. My advice, date below-average woman. I dated a 5/10, tops, and she said to me, in tears, that I had been wasted on other women. She clung to me like I was the last man on earth. It felt good. I'm happy with below average. I just want someone who will be loyal. Don't marry the woman you love, marry the woman who loves you. Even if she's ugly, because we're all going to get ugly as we age. Be me. 23-year-old super senior in unit, graduating in spring. Last spring my GF dumped me due to her having a BDP episode, and she dumped me. Later got back together. Fastward. Deck 7. She leaves school for break. Give her Christmas gifts. She didn't have mine yet, said it was in the mail. She said she would be busy working and won't have time for me to visit. Get a text a week. L8R says she coming up with sister deck 20. Deck 20. I go over. She says we need to talk. She dumps me. Doesn't really give a reason, says we are too dependent. Do not reach out to her at all. Text her roommate after New Year's if I can drop some of her stuff off. It was love notes I wrote to break the news I got a remote job and she can do travel nursing as well as sentimental gifts and shit. Immediately after dropping it off, roommate bullcocks me on Snap. Be yesterday. Roommate says my ex texted him asking to drop things off. Okay, PLS really give advice. I feel like I am looming into eventual void and I want to avoid it. Careers. 20, on 4ch for basically whole teen years. College final year. No job ahead. My major is a so-called God major, think like computer science. Classmates going into big tech names, banks. 200k salary at 22 years old. Then be me. Denied in pre-interview stage. Don't know how to fix that, can't accept the fact that I would be a waggy with 50k salary. Relationships. GF for 5 years ditched me for muscular and rich guy. I am poor and live in poor parts of the city. Every time I want to man up and talk to women I would think about the past and afraid that I will be ditched again or I am not capable to make her life a good one. Vicious cycle. End up alone, wanting to be loved, but I cannot interact with women without my ex in my mind. Myself. Always anxious, sometimes depressed due to the above too. Can't enjoy videos anymore, can't enjoy being alone, music became stale. Always. Think that I have some kind of terminal disease and got it checked, nothing often. For those I cannot check, I think about it every 30 mins and get anxious about it. Always belittling myself due to above, ugly bad body, stutter, poor, KHHV etc. Always fantasizes about being rich, successful, work in Google, etc. and came back to reality disappointed and crying. See no way out. Advise me so I won't die this year. Be me about a year ago. Match with sister's hot friend on Tinder, we went to the same university at the time. We flirt for a while. She comes over, we chat and eventually make out for a while. Ask to go further, but she politely declines, continues kissing me. We end up ghosting each other after that. Feel awkward about it, because I know my sister wouldn't want me doing this. But that's precisely what makes it hot for me. Never tell my sister. Fast forward to now. Swiping on Tinder. See one of my sister's other friends who went through a breakup recently. Known her since she was a little kid. Was never remotely attracted to her. But her pictures make her look really hot. Swipe right, expecting nothing. We match. Oh fuck. Am I a piece of shit for doing this? My sister has been friends with these girls since they were little kids, so I don't think I'm running the risk of ruining any friendships here. The only downside I see is awkward experiences when they end up coming over to hang out with my sister. Also, is it weird that the fact they're my sister's friends makes it so much hotter for me? Everyone is gonna think I'm a fucking pussy and faggot, but here we go. Be me, born with an energy disorder, can't work full-time or ever really become successful and provide for someone, anorexic and intensely lonely too. Start getting into languages, French, Japanese, Italian, whatever. Join this language app. Met this 6/10 Japanese girl of my age. She really wants to learn my language. I've been trying to learn hers. We talk a lot, and she's a Nintendo nerd, Star Fox and Zelda to be precise. Draws a lot too, it's okay, childish but cute though. She seems really poor, her room is a mess. She sends me food packages of Japanese candy. I do the same with candy from where I live. She begs me every weekend to call but I'm too anxious, I feel like it's gonna be omega awkward. We do this for 2 years and now she asked me if I wanted to start a relationship with her. What do? I finally have someone who likes me, but I'm too much of a chicken shit to do anything. I don't think I love her. There are no mutual interests except for maybe smash, but even then I'm more of an adolfag, but I feel so bad if I say no. Parents want to send me 9 months to Japan, so I focus on the languages I've been studying too. It's almost like I have to say yes, but then I'm going to have to do all the awkward things I have nightmares of. Should I just say yes and keep on making excuses for calls, or should I just keep her as a friend so I don't feel bad for saying no to calls, or should I man the fuck up or id quit do? Be me. 33 years old. Low test and tired of life. Have had no relationship experience. Little to no sex. Premature ejaculation. Finally seal a deal to have a friends with benefits relationship. We chat and meet couple of times. Finally, after all these years, I have at least found a sexual partner, if not relationship material. Maybe cure PE with more sex. We also support each other mentally. She breaks it off by saying it is toxic for her to keep doing this. I hate my life. It was so difficult for me to find someone. Nope, not using prostitutes. The question is, when should I kill myself? Me 21M rewind to yesterday night. Feel like utter shit. Headache, sore throat, clogged nose, wanna puke. Take some meds and call it an early night. Wake up 20 hours later. Missed unit class, obs, but that's a non-issue. Turn on my phone. 1 billion notifications from my girlfriend. Last message reads, "Are you okay?" Reply, "Yes, all good." Immediately greeted by, "It's the last time I waste my time worrying about you, it's over." What the fuck, bros, why are women like this? I don't reply to messages for a day and that's it? Cap it? What the fuck, is this normal, or has my girlfriend gone completely out of her mind? I've been on damage control for the past 2 hours, and now she's gone to sleep without really having solved anything. What the fuck do I do? She is Asian, if that info's worth anything. Be me feminine. Probably have beginning depression. Nothing feels good anymore as it did before. Have shitty luck with men and people in general. Otherwise things are okay, but still decide to seek some help. Give a call to nearest place that offers someone to talk to. Ma'am, do you live alone? No, I live in a shared flat, but most of the time I'm alone with my problems. What about your partner boyfriend? I fucking wish I hadn't one. I did keck a little for the thought that people still expect women to have a boyfriend, even if they are depressed. Poor men, now I know how they feel. I'm pretty sure I can get through this. This time I'm really going to get over my lingering self-hatred and learn to actually communicate with people. I do know some people that do like me for me, so I can't be that much of a lost cause. It is just I'm so sad and angry all the time that it is so hard to behave and feel pleasure from anything. Maybe I should join the self-improvement thread?